Hey everybody, it's about 7:15 a.m. The sun is rising over the river. And yeah, we were definitely woken up a couple times by the ferry. Probably came around 6 and had a very loud foghorn. But I have earplugs, so I mostly slept through it. But we got some nice fog rolling in over the river here. I'm like, damn, that's a good view. Anyways, yeah, very quiet town. Pretty foggy. We've decided we're going to take a bit of a detour in the morning and head east. We're looking for whales. Still a pretty nice drive. The hills here, very nice. We've stopped at a whale watching boat launch. I think they're closed for the season. However, who knows what you're gonna find over here. Looking through my binoculars. Like, yeah, that's kinda cool. But at the edge of the dock here, it's a very nice, serene view of the water and the fog, the sky, everything. Like, damn. Actually kinda crazy. But yeah, it's a little bit too foggy to see if we could or couldn't see any whales here. So we keep moving on. Apparently there is a lighthouse point area or something where it's pretty common to see beluga whales. I'm pretty skeptical. Like, look at this fog. We ain't gonna see shit. But whatever, we'll just check out the area anyways. Fog does kind of clear up in certain spots. Kind of looking around. We hung out at one of the lookout spots for a while, and the fog actually did clear. Looking at the water, I'm not really sure what I'm looking for. But video games taught me anything. It's like when you see a bunch of birds, that's when there's something in the water, right? A giant squid, treasure, maybe a whale. And then, yeah, Dandy actually saw it. There's a whale. Beluga whale over there. We're like, holy shit. After like 10 minutes of looking in the water and actually seeing one, we're like, damn, that was worth it. This is Dandy's video. This is all the same whale coming out of the water for a brief second until this, in case you really want to see a high quality video of beluga there. Yeah. That's pretty cool. We actually saw one. The half an hour/hour detour was worth it, I guess. So yeah, heading back to the town that we woke up in. Opposite side of the road, very nice view of things. Passing an extremely still lake over here. There was a pullout, so we stopped and looked at it. This is like a mirror lake, like it's perfectly still. Very crazy. The water was cold. Definitely thought about taking a dip, but if I'm gonna take a dip, it's nice to do it after a bit of a hike. When you're not even hot, it's kind of like, I don't really want to dip in this ice cold water. So anyways, keep on driving on. The guys are hungry and there's no restaurants between here and Saguenay Fjords Park, which is where we're going, so we stopped back in the town. We got a quick breakfast in. That was pretty good. And yeah. Now we're heading along the Saguenay River, I think it's called. I don't really know, but we're headed more inland. And, little waterfall here. Just a quick stop along the road. It's kind of nice. There's a bit of a gazebo thing behind us, but you know, it's not really important, so I didn't really film it. Here's from the top of the falls. Yep, that's the falls. So yeah, back in the car. You know how it is, guys. Lots of cool mountains. You know, I think you'd call them mountains. More mountainous than Ontario, usually at least. So to me, yeah, that's a mountain. And yeah, going under a covered bridgeway. You know, I know some of you guys are horny for covered bridges for some reason, so that's what it was like to go through. Yep. So we stopped. This is on top of one of the fjords, I guess. Technically in Saguenay Fjords Park. But it's mostly just a lookout. And you can go near this giant electric tower. You know, we wanted to climb it, but obviously you're not allowed to climb it. So yeah. For not really doing a hike, it's a pretty good view. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, that wire going across the river here. Yeah, there's multiple lookout points. So, you know, gotta look like an adventure person. Cool. I think the Fjords Park is probably just a little bit ahead of us there. You can't really see. There's a statue along the water somewhere. We looked for it, but it might be behind the rocks or something. So yeah, drive back down from there, headed towards the main entrance of the park. There was no one working at the toll booth or whatever, so we're just in here and we feel like we've registered online for nothing. The visitor center has dumped out all their ice. There were people inside the visitor center, but it looked like they're just packing everything up and it was closed. So yeah, start up our hike. I feel like it's a little bit late. Maybe like 1 or 2-ish. You know, to start a 4-hour hike. Unfortunately, the canoe rental place was also closed. I was hoping to do some canoeing. You know, that'd be nice, right? Canoe through the fjords, but didn't bring a boat, so no canoeing. But oh well. Pretty big rock here. Always love a big rock. Don't love a big graffiti on it though, but what are you gonna do? So yeah. The hike is, I think the highest elevation we're gonna reach is like 290. And we're starting from 10, right? So pretty big hike. But after that 290 elevation gain, we go downhill another 200 meters. So that's gonna kind of suck. Just to hike up and then back down, and it's an in and out. So it's close to half a kilometer of elevation gain for the hike. So yeah, it is what it is. Pretty nice view. Like, yeah. Probably would have been a good day to bring a drone, because after a certain point we really didn't see any other people. Lots of wooden, I don't know, wood around on the trail. I guess they're gonna repair some stuff. And this is one of the higher points. Look at, you know, there's people hanging out here, so we figure we'll check it out on the way back. And yeah, bit of downhill, bit of uphill, but we're mostly doing downhill now. I feel like this rock was the highest point of the hike, actually. You know, a few good mushrooms around here. It's not a weird clearing with this platform. Not really sure what's going on with this. Like, maybe they're gonna build a cabin up here or something. I remember my sister wanted me to recreate this meme of this, you know, spinning lady. Look at all the fucks I give person. Not a single fuck. I thought we would come to a better clearing, but I didn't really research this trip that well. I don't know. There you go, guys. So, on our way back down, seeing some new boardwalks going in or something. I guess people got a fire going here. Weird cabin. I heard some people talking pretty loudly in there, but I did not go in to check it out. Not sure if that was like a public part of the hike or whatever, but just walked around. We always joke about how they should cut down the trees for the view, but looks like they actually did it there. So yeah, this is probably the only muddy part of the hike. Seemed like most of the other spots had boardwalks to go over it. It's kind of odd to see another fire over there, but I guess when they replace the boardwalks, they just throw down all the old ones into a big pile and then burn it later, which is kind of weird to me, but I don't know, whatever, I guess. So yeah, this is the 200 meters going down, and you know, every step you take is mentally painful because you know you're just gonna have to hike back up here. It's like, goddamn, when will the stairs end? Couldn't you build the statue high up on the mountain? Oh well. So yeah, here's the statue. I think it's of the Virgin Mary. On Google Maps it's listed as like statue Saguenay or something. But yeah, took a break here. A little red squirrel came out. Wanted to be fed by us. Came right up to us, so you know, that's kind of neat. Pretty cute. You know, careful not to get bit by those guys. You don't want to get rabies. But anyways, trying to get a fam selfie here. Woo! What a wild camera angle. So yeah, kind of neat. Honestly, would have been better without the statue. Not really a religious guy. But I guess I should say the story. Because apparently some guy was walking along the river, riding his horse or whatever. And he fell into the river and he thought he was going to die. So he prayed to the Virgin Mary. Then he had found the strength to save himself. So then he built that statue as thanks, I guess. Which is weird, right? Like, you just build a statue wherever you want it back in those days. Whatever. Anyways, going back up. What a pain. That's just the nature of the hike. At the muddy spot, I saw some forest pigeons. You know, they're doing their thing. Yeah, back at that big rest lodge, whatever you want to call it. Fire's mostly burnt down. You know, lots of good moss along here. However, you know, the leaves are kind of up on it. So it's not photo picturesque quality moss, but it's nice that it's there, you know. Anyways, I guess we're pretty much at the top, so it's mostly downhill from here. Seeing lots of little chipmunks and stuff. Coming up to that high lookout point we saw earlier. Yeah, it's a pretty nice spot. Tried to get a fam selfie. It's a little bit hard because the lookout is not that big, so we couldn't get that far away. But yeah, saw a big shipping vessel going through the river. And yeah. the other 280 meters going down. What an experience, am I right, guys? So yeah, I feel like we were pretty much the last people out from this hike, which is nice. Nice to be secluded in nature. And yeah, we're back into the yellow leaf zone. That big rock again. Yep, that's a big rock, alright. You know, if we had more time, there is a really cool thing where it's like, oh yeah, Tyler getting some of that cool, refreshing stream water. Yeah, but anyways, there's a cool like cliff that you can climb on. You like have to hook onto wires and stuff. But I think it's closed for the season anyway, so it didn't really matter. Honestly, the view from the parking lot was probably one of my favorite views of the park that we saw. Just that big old cliff. Very into that. But anyways, it's getting a little bit late now. Sun's setting. So, heading out of the park. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell the story, but there was a park ranger on the trail. So, it made it worth to pay to get into the park. You know, even if there wasn't a park ranger, it would be worth paying just because, you know, gotta support the parks. But anyways, we're staying at a fancy hotel. You know, it's a little bit of a fake fancy hotel. You know, the actual room was a little bit like, how do you have a shower that doesn't drain properly? Why is the water pressure so low? But whatever. I went over to this independent. I wanted to get a cheap dinner. All the stuff that was there was kind of shit, except for a couple sandwiches, which honestly weren't that great, but whatever. Tyler and I hung out at the hotel, and Artur and Dandy went to Beta Crux, which is a church that's been converted into a climbing gym. Looks pretty cool. I'd be a little bit more jealous if it was like neon lit up when they were there, but thankfully it wasn't. Still looks neat though. So yeah, we definitely gotta make our way back to Quebec to do this, you know, the rope wire climbing thing. This was at the park that we were just at. You can see the same river there. And yeah, that'd be pretty dope. As well as we totally missed the park, and I'm like, damn. Like, I was looking for some B-roll of Quebec, and I found this. I was like, we should have gone here. Hot Scourge. Again, oh well. Just another reason to come back with you know, the other half of the crew that missed out. One day, you know. Anyways, I'll update you guys on the next day tomorrow, I guess.